Well, good morning again. And I just clicked on something that did away with me hearing myself. And thank God, that was really difficult for me to function with that. I don't know why. I guess a lot of people probably wouldn't be a problem, but for me, I can only think about one thing. I can't think about two things. I can't be listening to myself and talking. So, okay. There is a new update to Windows 11. It's KB5028948. And I don't think it's a very big one because the thing loaded really fast, So it couldn't have been very big. Let's go take a look at it. Here it is, 948948. It's an update for .NET Framework 3.5 and 4.8.1 for Windows 11 version 22H2. The August 8th update includes security and cumulative reliability improvements in .NET Framework. We recommend you apply this update as part of your regular maintenance routines. Summary. I don't really know what they're talking about, so you can read it and I'll put the link to it. I don't think it's going to affect most of us. Yeah, I don't think it's anything I have to worry about, and probably nothing that most of you have to worry about. It looks like I have some screen space left, so I guess I could have a little picture of video of me or something up here in the corner, so you would never, be without my inquisiting eyes. I wonder if I should try to do that now or if it's going to crash things. Let's try it. Let's see. Yeah, I think it may cause a problem. So I'll do it in the next video. Let's go to YouTube. The video that I made 27 minutes ago has 3 views. And in that one I was complaining about the sound in the background. I don't want to be a complainer. But this headset seals my ears pretty good. And that kind of, I don't know, am I complaining all the time about something? Don't know. I can, of course, this presses really hard on my ears. So that might be good for you, because maybe I won't want to do any hour videos or something with my head being squashed. I guess I could look at a headset that, actually I don't need a headset, I just need a microphone that's dependable. The room is sort of a mess because I'm just doing all kinds of, moving stuff around, trying things. And I'm not sure, well, my next project is going to be getting this stuff stored away properly. Again, I have very little room in here, so when I'm trying to do something, I throw everything on the bed. And then when I want to take a nap, I have to get everything off the bed. I guess my next project will be to get some video of me next to this whatever browser page I'm at or something. I ought to ask you people to help in some way. Two, I've got this information at the top, which is working out good. I've just got the one camera going. I'm afraid to do something else and cause a problem. I wonder if there's a better view for you all. Whoops. Well, that wasn't good. Kind of fall over. Yeah, I think I'll go down here. I think this might be wider. Here. Boy, the Razor sure does good video. I think right now this is a mess and I'm not doing anything with it, but if I am doing something, I'm probably going to be doing it at, might have it over there. So maybe this would be the best. You might let me know if you're interested. I wonder what of course, I don't think a lot of YouTubers, well, of course, there's so many YouTubers, but headphones being used, I don't think is man, how do I get PayTalk off of? I don't know what PayTalk is, and I don't care. But every time I do an update or something, I get a notice. Whoever they are, they sure want to. Let's see. I think this might be the best view because there'll be stuff over here occasionally. Maybe even another computer. I don't think I want to put in, I think that's for the main page, that's okay. For the page that this is going to be, which is, normally would not be this, it'll be, the regular browser or something, CNN or latest news. I guess we could do Dianne Feinstein. She's the senator. There's 2 senators in the United States for each state. And she's been a senator for a long time, and she's really old, and she's really incapacitated. And it's up to her to resign, and she isn't going to resign. I think we need to take care of the current situation that the country's in. And then we need to get together, both sides, if we can. We need to get together and fix things for the good of the country and for the good of us. And what the Republicans wanted a long time ago was term limits. And they'd have to change the Constitution to do that. It's hard to change our Constitution, which is good. But I think we need, Republicans would disagree with this, and maybe a lot of Democrats now too, because of Dianne Feinstein and others like her. We don't need term limits, I don't think, because we need experienced people. I mean, if you're elected to Congress, although, man, the Republicans have elected people that don't know. I mean, they don't know anything, and Republicans would like that on the one hand, but on the other hand, it doesn't work. They don't even know what's going on. So you do need experienced people. But I think that, and of course the Constitution would have to be changed, and I do think maybe that an age limit. I'm 82, by the way. And the only problem is you can get somebody who's advanced age who's really competent, and you'd be, but I think you have to kind of play you play the odds or something. Maybe an age limit of maybe 80. Of course, then you'd have to figure it out. Okay, if somebody is 79 and it's election year and they run and they get elected, well, then they should be able to serve. Like for president, you should be able to serve your 4-year term, but not run again. They'd have to figure it out. They need goodwill on both sides, and the Republicans, they're usually not in the mood for goodwill. So I don't know, and especially since you're going to need a constitutional amendment to change the things like term limits and for things like that. You really need both sides. You need the entire Congress, the House of Representatives and the Senate. You need them both working. And for a while, I don't think it's going to work because of the Republicans. So I don't know but yeah, I think we do need something, done fairly. And, the trend is that the younger people are voting, Democratic. And so I think there's actually some a good idea to let younger people vote. I'm not talking about 12-year-olds, although the Republicans people they're electing seem like they are about 12 years old. But maybe younger people should vote, but I can see the Republican Party, of course, would holler and scream and say positively no, because the trend is that younger people tend to vote for the Democratic Party. But all the Republicans would have to do is just, change their ways a little bit. So maybe you could do term limits. Well, one thing, the House of Representatives is 2-year term, and that's really hard. It's difficult in the first 2 years. You probably don't know what in the hell you're doing. Luckily, you've got staff, but you're the elected representative, and you've got these people that have to tell you everything. And that's just the way it is, and it just has to be that way. The Senate term is 4 years. And that was set up for a good reason, so you have stability, so that you would have stability. But then on the other hand, so you would have, if there's something out in the country that needs, these people that are out there, they're going to, so there's pros and cons of these things. But I think 2 years, actually, I think now is too short of a term. Although I would hate to see some of these Republican House members that are elected for 2 years, I'd hate to see them elected for 4 years. I don't know. Surely there are people who are smart out there who could figure it out, provided that they're not, attached to some cult or something or other, meaning Donald Trump. If you change the House from 2 years, if you make it 4 years, well, that kind of, should the Senate be made, elected for longer? I don't know. It's way over my head. But I'm going to stop here and work with getting some picture of me or something up on the screen, or it could be a picture of something else. It could be even, I messed with that a little bit, a changing thing where I could go through a whole bunch of, and up in the corner would be pictures that I had taken of things. So maybe a ticker tape or something of current news, provided it wasn't, advertising, provided it wasn't junk. Well, I do need what I want to do. I need is some links on, there's already enough links at the top. Those aren't links because you can't click on them and go anywhere. But I do need some links to try to encourage you all to click on some of my links. So I'll think about it if you have any ideas. If you see, now, and I'm not talking about somebody that's doing gaming, on YouTube doing gaming, and they have things going across the screen and a chat going on, and I can barely think, without, it doesn't work well for me with a chat going over there. Maybe once a week or something, do something like that. Maybe even if I have the right hardware and software, and the right hardware for me would be, let's see, go to Amazon, go to list, and this. with that, I could have the chat going. Of course, I could do it without this. But with that, I could have a phone number. Instead of people popping into the chat and typing stuff that I keep looking over to see, and like asking me questions that if I'm talking to somebody else or whatever, it just doesn't work for me. And I've seen a lot of people that have, hundreds, if not thousands of people things, and they keep a good job of popping it, well, especially when somebody donates money or something. But with this, I could have one phone number that would be only for calling in. I already have, a extra, well, not an extra. I have a, what is it, a Google? Yeah, a Google number that I don't use. I mean, it's there, but I could use that, and then I could do like 1 hour a night or something or other, and person could call in, and then that you'd be able to hear them. I could hear them. They could hear me, and I could talk to this one person, and then I could move on to somebody else. And this piece of equipment here would help. It would make it possible. So maybe when I get that, we could give it, or at least we could give it a try. And okay, I'm going to stop here and work on getting a little graphics up in the corner next to what you're seeing on the screen now. So, thanks very much. Okie doke. Push the stop button.